Hello everyone, today I'm going to be replacing the brake calipers on my 92 F-150. I think I'm going to only show the driver's side because they're both basically, the process is basically the same. If you're just going to replace one of them, you want to make sure that you've got the right side caliper before you start doing anything. And an easy way to tell that is the bleeder screw is on the top side of this, because when you bleed it, you want the air comes to the top, so that's why the bleeder screw is always on top. So this is for this side. I got power stop, and I just ordered these off of Summit Racing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jack up this side here. I'm just gonna lift it up right there. So to remove these calipers, these pins just need to be pushed out. You can use a chisel and push it through, or a flathead screwdriver and get it in there and push it through. But just push these pins out. There's two, one on top and one on bottom, and this will come out. Now that those pins have been removed, we're ready to remove this caliper. And one side kind of has to go like up and into that groove, and then the other side swings out, and then you can get the whole thing out. But I don't think you can just pull it straight off. So now we've got that off. We can go ahead and clean everything off, and then remove this from the hose and put the new caliper on. Now I'm ready to change out this caliper. So I'm gonna have to drive this tomorrow, so you're gonna want to make sure you've got everything that you need. We've got the right caliper. Should have checked before I cleaned off those little guides. I already had some. And sometimes these come with new bolts for the brake hose going into the caliper there. This one doesn't, so I'll just have to reuse that. So we've got both of those, and then we've got our washers that we're going to replace. And this, and I remember this, and I remember not knowing where it went because I don't think I took one off. So this kind of looks like maybe it's a warning thing that usually just come on new brake pads to warn you when the pad is wore out. So I'm guessing that's maybe what it is, and it goes somewhere on one of the brake pads or something. If you know, let me know so everyone else will know, but I'm just going to leave that off. So 15 millimeter is the bolt that holds that hose on. So we're going to go ahead and take that off now. And you don't want to get brake fluid on any paint or anything because it'll eat the paint away. Okay, get the washer off, get this out of the way, get that other washer off. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this little protector there. And you see there's a groove here, so the flat side goes towards the caliper. You don't want to spin it all around and get it all bound up or anything, because the hose has to move with the wheel, so there needs to be some play there. If it's all bound up, there won't be enough play and your hose will snap. Always start threading stuff on finger tight so that you don't cross thread. Just gonna get this as tight as we can, basically. Those washers will compress together and seal everything so that there should not be any leaks from this. That's why those washers are there. They compress and make a seal there. So we've got all that done. Sometimes there's a lip on these to help guide them on. I don't think there's a lip on this one. But I think straight up and down is the way that it's supposed to be. Because if you're turning and it's pointing that way, it's going to hit something. So make sure it's pointed straight up and down. The brake fluid reservoir, I forgot to mention, you want to make sure that you've got it topped off, so that when you're doing this, you don't lose so much fluid that it pretty much drains the whole reservoir, because then you've got to basically bleed the whole system. Basically done with this. You just got to put it all back together at this point and then bleed this part. Now I'm going to lube everything up with this brake caliper grease. Contact, metal to metal contact. I've got these brake pads, got the inside one on, the knuckle, and I've got the outside one on the caliper. So now I'm going to wiggle this on. There we go. And now it's time to insert these pins. One side is wider and one side is narrower. The narrower side points towards the bracket and the wider side points towards the caliper. So the top one will go like this and the bottom one will go like this. There's also ears that show you which side is the narrow side. So those will just point out, basically. Gotta kind of line this up. And you've got to kind of hammer it at the same time. There we go. Got that one started. Okay, so I've got these both started now. Now we're just gonna knock these in the rest of the way until they're even, and then there's a little divot there and it'll catch. So you want to make sure that that divot is showing on both sides, because that's basically what's holding those in. There we go. So now that's all done. We need to bleed this system now. So I already showed you where the bleeder was earlier over here. We're gonna go ahead and open that up and start bleeding this. And we are also going to take the cap off of the reservoir so it'll bleed a little bit faster. I'm just gonna let it gravity bleed for a little bit, and then if I need to pump it, then I'll pump it and bleed it that way. I have removed the cap off of this reservoir, and the bleeder screw down here is 7/16. I've already opened this. I might have not opened it all the way, but I'm just gonna let it gravity bleed for a couple minutes, and I'll see how it feels. We are basically done. We just gotta put the tire back on. I did just gravity feed it, and then I closed the bleeder. I pumped the brakes like maybe 10 times. I came out here, opened the bleeder, closed it, pumped the brakes, opened it and closed it, and the pedal feels fine. We'll see how it is after I drive it, but I think it'll be fine. It'll probably just bleed itself, basically driving it around, but if there's not enough air in there where I can feel it, so I think we're fine. If there is, then I'll just pump and I'll have someone else come and open the bleeder for me. But for this side, we're all done. It's basically the same on the other side, just the caliper is on the opposite side. So, but it's the same procedure and everything. If you're gonna replace the hose on the other side only has one line going into it, not two. This one's got two. So that's basically the only thing that's different from this and the other side.